Hello folks, my name is InfoPax. Welcome to this little tips and tricks Fortnite video. Before we get into it, I just want to say that this is mainly going to be PC stuff. There's probably going to be a few settings here and there that, you can do on console. But this is going to be focused on keyboard and mouse gaming. So, if you're not playing on PC, this video may not be as important. I'm still going to go through a lot of stuff that console players can still do. But, I just want to point that out. This is going to be for PC, keyboard and mouse gaming. So, a lot of people have brought up during live streams that I keep doing okay, actually, during my shotgun fights. I don't need to, jump around like a rabbit. I kind of hit my shots and, I'm done with it. And there's really, I gotta thank TSM Myth for this, because he actually brought up a really good tip that I keep telling people about it, but no one listens to, and it's to lower your sensitivity. You gotta lower your sensitivity. I could show you my sensitivity, I can show you my DPI. That doesn't matter, because my sensitivity is, perfected for me. I've been trying so many different settings, dude, but this is the one that feels good for me, and this is why I play with it. I recommend you guys just keep playing and trying different sensitivities until you find the one that really fits. So, keyboard and mouse. What do I think? First of all, keyboard, not as important as the mouse in my opinion. Because a keyboard, you don't need to be sensitive with the keyboard. There's no DPI for the keyboard. All you gotta do is feel comfortable with it. You gotta know where you got your keys. You gotta have it so your hand doesn't feel uncomfortable at all. You wanna have it in a rotation, a position that, it just feels natural to click the keys. And that's what I've done. I got this compact keyboard. I'm gonna leave a link for it in the description. And it's really nice. It's red. I like the color red. And, all this RGB stuff, that's not necessary. All this fancy stuff, it's not necessary, guys. Just as long as the keyboard is comfortable, that's all that matters. A lot of that applies to the mouse too. All this RGB stuff, it doesn't matter. I got this Logitech G502, I believe it's called. Again, link in the description. What's cool about this mouse is that I got a lot of options with it when it comes to DPI, my scroll wheel, and I got a few buttons on the side too, which I actually use for building. So I got 3 buttons that I can hit with my thumb. One is keyed to the number 9 on my keyboard, which is why you see 9 on the bottom right by the stairs. I got that set to my mouse, and then I got the walls and the flat floors too, so I can just easily build on the spot by clicking on the mouse. I highly recommend getting a mouse like that. It's not essential, you don't need it to build, but for me, it's just way quicker, and I love it. Before I get into all the software stuff, all my settings on my keybinds, that kind of stuff, in further detail, I just want to go through one more thing in the physical area, and that is that a lot of people I see, they don't clean their mouse pads, and that puts them at a really huge disadvantage. I highly recommend you guys just clean it in some way. It could be just swiping with your hand on it. Just find some way to swipe it off. You can Google it up. There's a few different ways to actually clean a mouse pad, more than you'd think. I highly recommend you do that, because you don't want to have dust on it. That's going to ruin your performance a lot, your DPI stuff. It's just not going to work as well. Now, key bindings. What do I do? What do I use? Why do I use it? I use caps lock for my pickaxe because it's right above shift. I run with shift. So, why not just have it right there? Not waste any other important key. I just have it on caps lock. Very comfortable to use for me. For my inventory, I use F, V, B, Q, and X. I usually put meds and shields and whatnot on the X key, because that's the one I have a harder time clicking on. It's not that it's difficult or uncomfortable, it's just that it's easier to click like F, for example. I use Q for snipers or other special weapons, if you will, like rocket launchers, the deagle. For F, I almost always, 99% of the time, I use F for assault rifles. The only instance where I don't do that is if I play an LTM, or if I just don't have an AR. But that's what I use F for. So if I have any other gun on F, I get confused. That is just weird. For V and B, I tend to run double shotguns, whether it's pump, tac, heavy, whatever. I like to have V being the pump, and then B could be either the heavy or the tac, depends on what I have for loot. Again, as far as building goes, I use my mouse for this stuff. I mapped one of the mouse buttons to 9, and the other 2 are already independent buttons, so I use them for building. I don't have a key for the rooftop because there's really no reason for me to use the rooftop in Battle Royale. You know, it's not necessary. I know that console players use it a lot for stairs. They kind of edit it and use it like that, which is really smart. There's just no need for me to do that on PC because I can just instantly click on stairs and, you know, save time that way. Now, as far as like copying my inputs go, like, I mean, yeah, you could try them out, but I'm not sure you're going to be comfortable with them. Key bindings are very personal. That's something that you got to try out for yourself. You got to see what fits. Like, I've tried so many different key bindings. I used to have B being G. I used to have like reloading with E. I used to move with ESDF. Like, I've tried a lot of stuff, guys. And this is what I feel most comfortable with. I don't feel comfortable swapping guns with 1, 2, 3, 4. That just doesn't work for me. It really comes down to personal preference. And that comes with time, you know. You can't just guess what you like. You gotta play enough to know, hey, I don't like this, hey, I like this. So, you know, it all comes down to playtime and preference. Speaking of playtime, how do I get better? Well, you play. That's really the simplest answer. You go and play and you die, and then you analyze why you died and why you suck, and then you get better, and then you keep, you know, improving that way. You keep dying, you keep improving until you win. Like, there's no point in hiding in a bush and kill one guy at the, you know, final circle and win. You're not going to improve that way. You're going to get a win, sure, but you're not going to improve as a player. And, you know, improvement just comes with playing the game. You know, I'm not as good as Ninja because Ninja has played way more than I have. I'm not as good as Myth because Myth has played way more than I have. You see how that goes? Also, this is a little bonus tip for people who recently swapped over to the PC. I know a lot of people, because of Fortnite, swapped over to the PC master race, if you will. It took me like a year to get half decent with keyboard and mouse. I started playing early BO3, you know, around that time. That's when I kind of started PC gaming. I got BO3, I got like CSGO and stuff. I was horrible. Like, getting a kill was amazing to me. I was so surprised I got a kill. Like, it takes a lot of time and a lot of effort to get half decent with a mouse and keyboard. But, you know, if you guys learned something, if you guys found something useful, please leave a like. And maybe if you have your own tips, leave it in the comments. I'd love to know. You know, maybe there's something I could learn from you guys. Because I would love to improve, you know. That's my main goal with Fortnite. Just keep improving. Anyhow, guys, my next upload is going to be highlights number 5. It's going to be amazing. I can't wait. Already got some insane clips for you guys, and it's going to be ridiculous. Can't wait to show it off. Until next time, guys, my name is InfoPax. Have a great evening.
Bloody, bloody, we likes to fall.